So I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. A lot of people who like spice watch this channel. You know what happens? If you're like me, Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, always spice, sauce, something that they think you haven't seen before. And I appreciate every one of them. Additionally, people that go shopping, they'll be out somewhere shopping just randomly, and they'll see something that they haven't seen, and they'll think, well, maybe Johnny hasn't seen it. I scored this from my mother. Mama Scoville found this. Melinda's Jalapeno Ketchup. Because here's the deal. There's not enough good jalapeno ketchup. Melinda knows that. So, no high fructose corn syrup in this. Oh, it got my attention. That stuff is poison. You know that? It's in everything, too. It's poison. It's an addiction. All right, so I'm going to review this. And they got a cool top 10 for us. By the way, if you see the secret in today's video, nobody saw it in the video 2 days ago. So it appeared in this morning's video. No one's seen it. So if you see the secret in today's video, please comment and I will post. Oh, excuse me, I will pin your comment. Let's hear about Melinda's jalapeno ketchup. Ingredients: vinegar, tomato paste, sugar, water, jalapeno pepper slices. It's pretty cool, right? We got glucose, onion, salt, cayenne pepper. So we had cayenne pepper and jalapeno. How can you go wrong with this? Got lime juice, xanthan gum, passion fruit pulp. Passion fruit pulp. This is going to be yummy. Citric acid, spice, garlic, ascorbic acid, artificial flavors like clove and cinnamon. I bet the passion fruit pulp and maybe the sweetness from that is going to take place of the high fructose corn syrup, which is bad, and it's in everything. You breathe. It's got a lung full of high fructose corn syrup. I'm joking, but it's in everything. Allergy information. Let's touch base on this. Let's see what we got here. It may contain traces of tree nuts, like coconut. It also may contain egg, soybeans, milk, and sesame. All right. Now, years ago, when I was a young man, let's be more accurate. When I was a kid, I loved ketchup. Ketchup was a great thing. You know? But then you become a chili head. And almost every time a ketchup could be used, there's something spicy that works better. So let's see if Melinda's can answer the call. They got what you need. Maybe I'll like this. Now, I don't have a spoon, so I'm putting this on my anatomical snuff box. Here's the pour. Oh, look at all that ketchup goodness. You know what? I think I can smell pepper in this. Maybe I'm crazy. I could be crazy, right? Melinda's Jalapeno Ketchup. I am Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. I'll tell you what, maybe a little bit more. Melinda's. Here's the deal, Melinda's. The texture is different than ketchup. You get there's stuff going on in there. It's not hot. I wouldn't say it's even spicy. But there's a pepper taste, and there's a different texture. Is it enough for me to put away the other stuff and go back to ketchup? Until this thing is gone, you betcha. Would I buy more? Probably I would. You know, it really is. It's got a good flavor to it. I can't tell. Maybe I wonder if I swear to you, I could almost smell peppers in this. It's not a screamer with heat. You can't, there's no jalapeno or cayenne heat. What there is pepper flavor and a different texture. And it's really good. It's very, very good. Is it enough? I'll tell you what. Here's the thing. There's such a market for it because there's a segment of the population that likes the pepper flavor but doesn't want to get hurt, doesn't want to get burned. This is really a good ketchup. When I say there's no heat, there's going to be more of a bite than in regular ketchup, all right? But it's not like there's nobody that can't eat this. You could give this to a kid with like little weenies and dip them in, and maybe, or tater tots. It's not like a kid, like even a really little kid wouldn't go, spicy. They'd go, can you get it hotter? Start them young. I like it. Very, very good. If you've had this, please do me a favor. If you've had Melinda's jalapeno ketchup, you got to go to the comment section and leave your thoughts. I think it's spectacular. It's good enough, and I hope Melinda is listening. It's good enough that you need to do a few extra. You need to do a ghost pepper one and a 7-pot Primo one. If you want to talk with me, I'll help you. Very, very good ketchup. All right, so we're going to the top 10 list. I am a car guy. I'm not the car guy like I used to be. I used to be into flashy Italian. Now I've just changed my like if, I don't know, like my dream car. I did a dream car a while back, and my dream car didn't appear on their list. These are the top 10 name brands of vehicles. You got to let me know what brand you drive, and if you agree, if you have a car that's not on this list and you think it should be, I want to hear your thoughts. Number 10 is Nissan. It was Datsun at one point. That was kind of funny. I remember Datsun. Yeah, you still see, 280Z, 240, 260Zs. You still see some Datsuns rolling around, but interesting brand. It is number 10. Number 9 is Honda. Kind of low on the list. 9 for Honda, right? I think the best, I've said this for a long, long time, the best thing that ever happened to the American car market was the Japanese car market. They do it right. They build good stuff. All right, number 8, Porsche. I've had one. I used to own one. It's a great car. It's really a great car. It's just a great car. I had so much fun in mine. It was a beautiful ride. You know what was fun about it? It wasn't one of the ones that can go 200 miles an hour. I mean, it was fast. But it was one of the last years that they were air cooled. And when Porsche went to water cooled, I get the reasoning behind it. But if you pull up next, you can sit next to a twin turbo 911 at an intersection. If you roll your window down, it sounds like you're sitting next to a Hyundai. Now you get your foot into it, it's going to sound different, but it just sounds so civilized. You know what I mean? And mine, it was air cooled, and the engine's it's behind you in the car. Blah, blah, blah. It just sounds like a stock car. It was just loud, and it just sounded good. And I remember thinking, like, air cooled. I lived in Reno, where it was like 115 in the summer. I'm not sure how air cooled. Never, not once did it ever overheat, and it was fast. Look, I said they were faster. I went 100. Don't ever do this. It's a very bad thing. I was wrong. All right, but I went 150 in it once. And it had more, and I didn't. I was scared to death. I backed out of it. It's funny. I was going from Reno to, I lived in Reno. I was running a phone room at the time. And I was going to buy some scratch-off lottery tickets to give out as spiffs for if you do something good on the phone, you have a big day, or you get a sale, it's a good incentive. And you can't buy them in Reno because it's a gambling town. They don't want you to buy a ticket. They want you to walk into a casino because then they'll get your money then. So anyway, I had a secretary at the time. I said, let's go get some lottery tickets. So we had to drive to California, just over the border, you know what I mean? But we were going on the highway. I just put new skins on the tire, just put new tires on. And it was interesting. The car's fast. Sorry for that long story. I squirreled off. Number 7, Ford. There are some Fords. Here's the thing. If you've ever owned a foreign car, you'll never really want to buy an American car again. Sorry. Foreign cars, like I've had some German cars, I've had some Japanese cars. Did I ever have an Italian? No, I never had an Italian, but if it's made in a different country, for the most part, they know what they're doing. Not always, though. Number 6, Toyota. Awesome cars. remember my dad, years and years ago, when Lexus first came out, when they first rolled out, my dad bought the LS 400. And at the time, that was the flagship. It was a game changer for the automotive industry. It looked different. It was just a different vehicle. And I used to bust his chops. I'm like, you spent how much for that? We'd pop the hood. It said Toyota Motor Company on the engine block. True story. All right, number 5, Audi. Great vehicle. Engineered like a champ. Unbelievable. They've just discontinued their, what is it, their R8 or the RS? I think they just discontinued that, which is a tragedy, but it's going to make them very, very attractive on the second-hand market. They've always been that way. It's considered a supercar, you know. Surprised you didn't know that. All right, so we are up to number 4. Surprising it made the list, considering that few people can touch it, but Ferrari, which leads me to believe that we're going to see Lamborghini right above it. Ferrari is number 4. You know, there's no Ferrari that I'd buy today. Like, I'd like a 246 Dino, the old Dino. That's a beautiful car. I drive that in a minute, but I'm not really a Ferrari guy. Number 3, Lamborghini. And I did not look at this list, I swear to you. I just put it up, and we're scrolling together. Lamborghini is amazing. It's a great car. I'm more of a Lamborghini guy than a Ferrari guy, but even still, nothing screams like, I don't know. It's hard to drive a Lamborghini or a Ferrari and not just look like a... I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever... If I can look through the window and see the driver, I've always pointed and giggled at cars like that. If I can't see it, if the windows are tinted and I can't see who's behind it, I'm like, wow, nice car. But if I can see you, I'm pointing at you and laughing. So, I mean, even if I had all the money in the world, I'm not sure if I'd buy a Lamborghini. And I like them, but I just can't see buying them. Super expensive. God, it makes you wonder what's number 2 and number 1, right? Oh, that is just crazy. Number 2, Mercedes-Benz. Great and wonderfully engineered. I own one of those ones too. My wife had one too. Really wonderfully engineered vehicles. Mercedes. Great cars. But very expensive. All right, so the number 1 car on the list, BMW. Bavarian Motor Works. I got a couple good. I have a very, very funny BMW joke. Maybe if you're in the today at 5:05 Mountain Time, I'm doing a live stream for Just a Bus Pass, and if you're in that live stream, I'm going to tell my BMW joke. It's hilarious. And anybody's in there, I'm sorry if you drive a BMW, but it's a funny joke. That's the. Can you guys see that logo? Or is it too dark? That's the logo for BMW. You know what that is? What it's supposed to be? It's supposed to simulate a propeller. Going around. True story. I wouldn't tell you if it wasn't true. There's the top 10. So what do you drive? Are you in the top 10? Is your vehicle one of them? Do you agree with this list? Is it bunk? I don't know. I don't think BMW deserves to be at the top of the list. I mean, I dig German, but I can see, I don't know, man. I need to see the parameters of how they put that list together. You know what I mean? It certainly wasn't what the average home can buy, because we're not driving BMWs and Mercedes and Lamborghinis or Ferraris for that matter. All right, we're wrapping it up. 5:05 today, Mountain Time. I think it's Mountain Time. I'm doing a live stream just for the Bus Pass, so get your Bus Pass. I'm telling dirty jokes tonight. Sort of kidding. In the description box, you're going to see a link for all the normal stuff. Right here, you go, you know where it is. You know where all the stuff is. Right? Hey, who loves you? I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.